Basically I mix in stereo in Cubase, and there's the particular plugin that I use. I'm not sure if I used it here. Yeah, I did. So this is PSP84, which is a delay unit.
Is it the one that's got reverb in it as well?
I think so, yeah.
Yeah, it sounds awesome. I think I've got this one.
Yeah. So quite often we use it on ride cymbals. So that's just bang in the middle, the ride. But what I find, if I can like stretch it out using a wide stereo widener, pulling it really wide, it sits really nicely over the top. When I click that on, it just pulls it out. And a friend of mine, the drum and bass guy, had made this preset years ago using a delay. I'm not sure how he did it in here, but it's just a preset that I've got, and it just makes everything super wide. You can use stereo widening plugins, different ones, it's doing the same thing basically, but this I find sounds wicked once you start pulling it out wide, especially like stuff in the high end. You can't really do it with low end, because especially if you're cutting vinyl records, as soon as you pull the bass out wide, that is just a no-no when you're cutting vinyl. So everything in the low end must be as central as possible, else you're just going to knacker the lathe basically. I'm not sure actually in Cubase, there used to be a thing where on master you could just click a button and it would just put it all mono, and then you could check how the mix is going compared to stereo, and there's probably a plugin in here that does it now, and that's something that I should really be doing, but I don't.
But you've been getting away with it quite happily without it.
Basically, yeah.
Well, there you go then.
Yeah.
I think that speaks volumes anyway, doesn't it, really, about
But when I
things?
do the live, that is purely mono, because it's 8 mono channels coming out of the MPC.
Okay, cool. Let's go. Liam Farnfield, do you work on a couple of tracks at once, or one track and see it through until it's finished?
Almost every time I will start and finish a track. It's quite rare that I have multiple stuff going on.
How many are on your spreadsheet now? Because that was, I mean, I think it was like 458 or something like that. I don't remember the exact number when we did the pro interview. I'm pretty sure it was around that, or 468. I'm curious.
568 now.
568 now. I've done another 100. I love it. Okay, Dobby Das says, what is your initial idea generation process? So we've already covered that.
Just going back to that previous point, Keith, because I think this is really important. So I always start and finish my tracks, and it's not so relevant now, but when I was really learning production, I set myself that rule. And the reason for that is you might make a track which is crap, but if you finish the thing, you've still learnt something, because you've done all the different parts to making a track. Now, if you just start projects willy-nilly and never finish them, you could hit upon one eventually which is a fucking awesome tune, but because you've never finished the others, you've never arranged them, you've never mixed them, or you've hardly ever done it, you could quite easily kill the vibe of the track, or just not fulfill its full potential. Whereas if you're really good at doing the arrangements and the mixing and all this processing, when you do come to getting something really good on the go, you can just run with it and get it done really quickly. And I learned so much in the first few years by doing that.